First one we're going to do for y'all is called Holding Up the Line. Back when all we had was doubt, father's pride and mother's mouth, and a vine thicker than vines on family trees. If it was ignorance that plagued us, I don't think that it would change us, 'cause I'd do it all same if left to me. 'Cause if our mother's praying ain't enough for all our saving, I hope you've got patience and time, 'cause I'll sit right at the gate, making everyone else wait until my brothers come, holding up the line. Yeah, I know how this thing goes. We put miles on our souls, chasing dreams and never whiskey, wasting time. And I'd ask for your forgiveness, but with Peter as my witness, till my brothers come, holding up that line. 'Cause if our mother's praying ain't enough for all our saving, I hope you've got the patience and the time, 'cause I'll sit right at the gate, making everyone else wait until my brothers come, holding up that line, holding up that line. So if our mother's praying ain't enough for all our saving, I hope you've got the patience and the time, 'cause I'll sit right at the gate, making everyone else wait until my brothers come, holding up that line, holding up that line. Thank you, thank you.
Wilhelmina is a band of brothers, not blood brothers, but good buddies who come from an interesting part of the country, the Bootheel of Missouri, an interesting swath of land on the Mississippi River and Ohio rivers, about 3 hours from Nashville, 2 from Paducah, and 4 hours from probably the Missouri town we know, well, that many of us know best, Hannibal, Missouri, which is Mark Twain's home. The band is making their first album, and they are here in full force tonight to introduce you to their music. Tyler Lewis, Lane Gossett, Derek Goodman, and Ryan Swain are Wilhelmina, and they're here for the first time. Welcome to an evening of music and conversation with Wilhelmina.
Thank you for having us. We're going to do it like we usually do. We start off with a couple acoustic songs, and then we'll get into the full band stuff and try to rock out a little bit. This next song we're going to do is called Firebird. It's one of the first songs we ever wrote. I don't like saying this in front of my wife, but I wrote this about another girl. Not one that I ever dated. It's just one that had a really nice car that her dad gave her. It's called Firebird. Cigarettes stained the front seat of her daddy's Firebird that was passed on stained seed and her daddy's firebird. I said I never meant to hurt you, I wish I could take your pain. She said you sound just like my daddy, I swear you men are all the same. Down on Main Street, let her cry to the good Lord by and by. November rain fills her eyes. Love calls hate, hate for goodbyes. Down on Main Street, let her cry to the good Lord by and by. November rain fills her eyes. Love causes hate, hate for goodbye. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This next one's an old one.
Really old.
Yeah, a lot of these on this original list are kind of old, fellas. It's called Cold Turkey. It's a song I wrote about my battles with alcohol addiction. Still fighting them. Let's see. Well, I quit cold turkey like my room Tim. An opponent that's worthy, not like this. Well, he'll put up a fight like you've never seen. But he'll try to fight dirty, and I drink him neat. With a glass in my jaw, shows red in my face. But until the last call,
Forgot about those, didn't you?
Yeah, we made a list of bad words we ain't supposed to say, and I forgot all about that one. Oh, man. Oh. I guess I'm going to do this next one by myself. A couple years back, I was really in a really dark place in my life, and we had actually just started writing music, and I just did not know how to talk to people about it. And luckily, a good friend of mine, Natalie Guest, came to me and she said, you know, if you get sad like that, you probably need to write about it. And I said, well, you know, I'm not the brightest man. I never even thought about that. So I wrote about it. The song's called Unbalanced. My folks wanna know just how I feel, but it's be a man or take this pill. So I hide behind a smile and say I'm fine. Lately it's been hard to lie. I feel alone in a crowd full of people, and I feel smothered in my lover's hands. I fear the most, 'cause it's hard to keep things equal. I'm unbalanced, don't you understand? Well, I ain't crazy, at least I don't think. 'Cause when I think it's hard to breathe. I blame it on the booze, a vice of mine. When I slur my words, just know I'm trying. 'Cause I feel alone in a crowd full of people. At times I wish that they still marked my hands. And I'm losing hope in this bottle to keep things equal. I'm unbalanced, don't you understand? I feel alone in a crowd full of people, and I feel smothered in my lover's hands. I fear the most, 'cause it's hard to keep things equal. I'm unbalanced, don't you understand? Thank you. Oh, I keep digging down on there. Yeah. One of my favorite songs I've ever wrote, probably number one. If I didn't say that, I'd probably sleep on the couch. I wrote this song for my wife. It's called Leah's Song. Hope you like it. 13. She's as wild as the hairs that stand up on my neck when she whispers that she can't sleep. And over with weight on her shoulders, she carries the baggage I claim. And time after time she reminds me she's mine. She'll marry a man that she saved. Take my last name. Her laughing, her dancing, her heart and romancing with grace. Maybe not quite as wild, but I pray that our child has the saints. And I can't wait to know her, Miss Mama made over. The only girl I love the same way will have my last name. One day when we're old and gray, and my hourglass is on its last grain, till death do us part, I'll wait until beside mine a tombstone is placed that has my last name. Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
That's a pretty song, Tyler.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and I think it is good. The timing was right for you to play that. I think you needed to come back after you start a set
Yeah.
with a song about an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
Her car.
It definitely saved me, I think.
It's
for
good.
sure.
Yeah, it's good to wrap up the set with one like that one. No, that's a beautiful song. Did you first play that for Leah?
Actually, the first time I played it, it was at our wedding. The day before our wedding, I
Oh
played it
wow!
for
How
her,
did
yeah.
you manage
If
that?
you think I'm nervous now, you should have seen me then. It was it was a whole nother ball game.
Leah, was he a mess? Yeah, a little bit. Leah says. Wow, and yeah, and tell me, what happened when you did that? Was it just like?
So we did the night before. We had all our family in there. It was a little small room where all the guys would get dressed the next day to get for the wedding, and we played it for her. I was crying. He was crying. My dad was crying. She was crying. It was just a mess.
It sounds
So,
like a mess.
Yeah, it was. It was. And actually, the next night, because we played it that night, the next night we played it at my actual ceremony and stuff like that. So when we did that, that was the first time we had even played for anybody else that's out, not
Probably
in this
more than
room.
4
So
people.
Aw.
yeah, it was like 50 people, and I remember being even. I was more nervous the first time we played it though, because it was just for her. Then the next night, in front of everybody, I was like, at this point, we've got it in the bag, dude. We're done.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, very nice. Yeah. Thanks for playing that
Yes,
for us. Well, I hadn't really planned to begin by talking about your songs, but I do. You know, you sang a couple in this first set that are, pretty personal, and if you don't mind, can we unpack those a little bit? Is that all right with you?
That's fine.
Yeah. First of all, unbalanced is a neat tune. Can you sort of develop a little bit more about sort of where that came from for you? You talked about a time in your life when I think the way you said it was that you were just having trouble talking about your songs and communicating in general.
In general, still this day,
And it was something that just hit you all of a sudden?
Yeah, I am not a social butterfly at all. I get really anxious, and I think to me that song was more about how I was handling my anxiety a lot, because I don't really like expressing my feelings, and I do it mostly through my songs. And even talking to you about this stuff right now is kind of difficult for me, but I don't know. I think that's getting it out there definitely helps now a lot more than what I was doing, and it's a lot more healthy than what I was doing at the time.
Yeah.
I think.
So this wasn't gotcha. You mean so you were sort of self-medicating? Was that go back to the cold turkey tune?
Yeah. I would say I was definitely in a dark spot with alcohol for sure.
Yeah.
And I think that's a battle in itself, but. I'm not trying to throw a pity party for me or nothing, but
No,
that's exactly
right.
where I was at.
So understand, right, that
Yeah.
there are a lot of folks who listen to radio and listen to our program who like our program for this reason.
Yeah.
Because we talk about these things, and there are so many people out there who are sort of grappling with that kind of thing, self-medicating and whatnot. And when you share your story, you provide hope for somebody else. So,
I hope so.
So that's awesome that you can do that. And so when so this sort of anxiety was something you carried into your adulthood. You had as a young person. Do you recall sort of experiencing that in school when you were younger?
As a kid, as a young kid, I think I was very bashful, and I was definitely a mama's boy through and through. As I got older and got involved in sports and stuff, it kind of opened me up a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I think, once I got older and, you're not with the same people you was always with, and it's not, the people you're comfortable talking to other than your parents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you lose people, down the road, and all that stuff will build up. And I think I wasn't handling it the right way and wasn't expressing it to other people like I should have. I think that's, if I could tell anybody that's listening right now, talk to people. That's the biggest thing is find you a group of friends and talk to them.
Name what you feel.
Yeah, exactly,
right.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. When did music become an outlet for you? Was that in your high school years?
No, sir. I have. I've always enjoyed writing, but it wasn't until I met these fools, and my mom actually took me out, and me and my wife, and there was a guitar in a pawn store for like $80, and I still got it. And I asked him, I was like, "Can you just teach me how to play? I just want to play at a campfire. I don't even care about like doing anything with it. I just want to learn how to play at a campfire."
You asked Lane?
Lane, yes. Yeah.
Right.
And he started teaching me, and then it evolved from that to, hey, why don't we write songs? And we made some goofy ones, some that should never see the light of day. Not because they're bad, it's because they're bad. But
Yeah, right. Not because they're good.
there's other reasons. So, yeah, funny stuff. So, no, we just kept going, and then, Derek came along, and Ryan, he came back home, and we just kept rolling with it. And honestly, Austin came back, our manager, and he was like pushing us even more and more. That's the only reason we're here right now is because he pushes us so hard.
Austin's a good one. He's been in great touch.
Oh, yeah. He works us to death.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. So go back to the writing part. So how is it that you got, how are you this high school guy with no guitar who got into a writing thing?
I didn't write songs. I wrote poetry, and it is the weirdest thing. I was a big Duke basketball fan, and for some reason, whatever reason, J.J. Redick was writing poetry, and I seen a commercial about it, and this is when he was at the height of his stuff at Duke, and I was like, I want to do that. And I'd write poetry and all throughout school, and then it turned to rap, and I thought I was going to be a rapper, and I turned out I'm not that good at rapping, so it just ended up becoming writing country music. And
I love that, man. You got a hoops player who got you into writing poetry.
I'll never forget it. I was at my granny's house. The Duke was playing, and that commercial came on, and I was like, well, that's cool. I want to write too, because he was
Yeah.
my favorite. So yeah, definitely.
All right. All right. All right. Hey, let's go to talk about this Bootheel place, because I honestly I don't know. I've never been there. I've traveled quite a bit. Yeah, but I want you guys to sort of paint for us a picture of that place. It's just crazy when I look at the maps, how the Mississippi and Ohio kind of converge there. It seems like it must just be like Mississippi there.
You know how that map is flat? Boot Hill is flat, son. It's flat lands, bunch of farmers.
That spells flooding to me.
Flooding. Yep. Bad. It's swampy. It's swamplands, and I don't know. Yeah, it's just flat. I'm telling you, you'll drive out there and you go, I understand why he can't talk about it too much. It's kind of flat.
Well, no, there's plenty to talk about for people who
Yeah.
come from hills and mountains.
Yeah.
You know, to hear about that is fascinating. And you know, tell us about, like, you know, what do people do there? What are the cities that, like, if we were to go and visit there?
We're from. Most of us are from. They're from Kennett. We all kind of lived in the Kennett, Missouri area.
Kennett.
Yes.
Okay.
And
is that a county or a city?
It's a city.
Okay.
Yeah. Hometown of Sheryl Crow. Hometown of David Nell, Trent Tomlinson.
Huh?
Yeah, a couple of good artists have come from Kennett. But we got the Sheryl Crow pool. If you're coming to visit Kennett, definitely check it out. Check out Cosby's Bakery.
Yeah.
If you're going through Hawcom, don't blink, you'll miss it. But you can go Strawberries Steakhouse, and man, I'm telling you, a lot of people it's a lot of rural people that just like to hunt, fish. A lot of men working the steel mills. A lot of women are nurses. So
Yeah. Are there? So is that the main industry down there? Agriculture and
yeah, pretty much.
And so, what grows in a place like that that's so swampy?
Cotton, melon,
Watermelons.
I'm about to say he's the farmer boy, so he'd probably be able to tell you a little bit more about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
We all
Lane.
three spent, and Austin too, spent summers out there throwing watermelons all day.
Huh.
Cantaloupes, watermelons, soybeans, cotton, corn. Yeah, all of it.
Shout out Terry Don Weaver.
Yeah.
Wow.
We shaved some years off our back out there.
Yeah.
Spending a few summers out there.
I bet. And so, did you all grow up feeling like, okay, we got to get out of the heel and into the boot a little bit?
Either way you go. You're about 10 miles from Arkansas, so you could head either direction, really.
Yeah. What do you guys do there for fun other than throwing melons? I mean, so there's a lot of water. I mean,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of water. People get into the rivers, and do
Yeah.
people get into traveling to Arkansas to?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of our first songs we wrote were on a kayak on a little creek, if you call it a creek.
I know for us personally, it's a lot of fishing and getting out, like he said, get on the kayak, getting on the boat, and hanging out. I mean, there's a lot of hunting. That's what I'm into. I mean, everybody's kind of got their own thing between all of us, but
You'd have to drive a
You'd
half hour for a date night or anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
And-
you'd have
and-
to get out a little bit.
What
Small.
about other work that you guys do in that area yourselves? Like, what kind of? Do you have other jobs?
Yes.
Yeah.
I work at Route 66 Restoration. It's we deal with like PPG paint, automobile paint, and I'm out there mixing paint for vehicles every day.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Shout out Brad and Kevin. They
Hey,
love
Brad
that.
and Kevin.
Yes, sir. They're my two bosses. But yeah, I work there. Been working there for a year now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hey, what about you, Lane?
I work for a Caterpillar dealer in Arkansas. It's
Okay.
yeah, we sell machines, work on machines, rent machines.
You do sales or?
No, I'm over their warehouse in the parts warehouse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Shout out
Okay.
the boys if they're watching.
Grunt work. Yeah. What about you, Derek?
I work for a behavioral health company. I work with primarily elementary age students that have mental and behavioral health problems.
Gotcha. So, did you go to school at
The
a
only
social
one.
work program?
Yes, I went to school in Cape Girardeau. I did online, but I got my bachelor's in psychology.
Oh, all right. Or is it your game plan to sort of advance that degree, or you're sort of happy doing what you're doing at this level right now?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I would like to go and get my master's at some point, but kind of taking a back seat to the music thing right now.
Yeah, well, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so Ryan, I think you ought to swing up to that microphone and tell us about what it is that you do, and then we'll get back to some music.
So I've been a barber for about 5 years now, but I own and operate my own barber shop.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. I should have gotten you last because I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, well, that's great. So why don't we get back to some music, and we're going to come back
Absolutely.
and we'll chat some more in a little bit. All right. Welcome back, Wilhelmina, folks. You guys going to reconfigure up here?
Yes, sir. if you
All
don't
right.
mind.
Help yourself. Yep.
No, sir.
I play on the fourth.
You hear that?
Hello.
Get it? This next one is one of the early ones we wrote. At the time, this song had no meaning to me whatsoever. The more we play it, I understand what we were talking about. At least I think I do. To me, it's all about just us doing our time, trying to get better, doing this music thing, and seeing how far it'll take us. It's called Doing My Time. Been staring at the page for a minute, trying to find the words that I can put in it. Can't see straight, I guess I went a little hard tonight. The voices get quiet, but they're never finished. Boys say you ain't heard, you barely hit it. But it's getting a little late, man, reckon it'll be alright. I've been doing my time, I've been trying to let go. I can't think of a rhyme, Lord, to save my soul. I think it's about that time to pack it up and hit the road. I think I'm about done trying, Lord, to haul this load. Like a windmill, my head's always spinning. I don't own this body yet, it's merely rented. With the shape I'm in, I guess I gotta pay a fine. Because it's dinged up, man, and it's ragged. Got my head in my crack and it's dragging. It's like pissing in a well when it's damp and cold outside. Doing my time, I've been trying to let go. I can't think of a rhyme, Lord, to save my soul. I think it's about that time to pack it up and hit the road. I think I'm about done trying, Lord, to haul this load. I've been doing my I've been doing my time. Been staring at the page for a minute, trying to find the words that I can put in it. Can't see straight, I guess I went a little hard tonight. Thank you, thank you. This next one has no meaning at all, and I would love to tell you a story about it. I just liked how it sounded and just put words to it. It's called Sober. I've been drinking a lot since I got off pot, so my piss ain't hot and my hair is clean. It's been 6 whole days since I made the claim that I've changed my ways. It's almost true for a week, and I ain't getting much sleep. Sleep is for the dead and dreams just a waste of time. Ma, I don't turn wrenches working on assembly lines, and I don't know how much it's gonna cost me. I don't know how old I was when I lost me. I've been gaining weight and I'm changing shape too much on my plate, getting the best of me. And I'm working out what to do about the fact that I have doubt is what's killing me. And I ain't getting much sleep. Sleep is for the dead and dream is just a waste of time. Ma, I don't turn wrenches working on assembly lines. I don't know how much it's gonna cost me, and I don't know how old I was when I lost me. Sleep is for the dead and dream is just a waste of time. Ma, I don't turn wrenches working on assembly lines, and I don't know how much it's gonna cost me. I don't know how old I was when I lost me. Thank you.
In them days, buddy. How many times am I gonna do that tonight?
You gonna keep dropping it, ain't you, bud?
All night long.
For my next trick. This one here is a relatively new one, as in like last week new. It's called One of Those Days. Well, I woke up hung, alarm clock rung, banging on my head like I owe it some. Head for work and be 20 minutes late. I ain't in the mood for the boss man's tune. The truth is I never really liked the dude. Biting my tongue ain't worth what he pays. It's one of those days where I speak my piece, head below the belt and do as I please. Say a few things with a matter of fact. It's one of those days where I might unload, blow my top off, let it all unfold. Say a few things I can never take back. Just one of those days. Well, the day was hard, stop at the bar, lost 20 on a scratch at a local shark. Come to terms that it ain't my day. Well, the dude in the back was covered with tats, saw the whole thing and he started talking smack. Didn't know what was coming his way. It's one of those days where I might unload, blow the top off, let it all unfold. Say a few things I can never take back. It's one of those days where I stick my piece, head below the belt and do as I please. Just one of those days where I might unload, let the words out from deep in the soul, let it all go and fade to the black. Just one of those days where I speak my piece, head below the belt and do as I please, say a few things I can never take back. Just one of those days where I might unload, let a few things down deep in my soul, let it all go and fade to the black. Just one of those days. One of those days. Thank you.
All right. New song. Nice job. All right. Hey, we've got lots more music and conversation with Wilhelmina, but I'd like to take just a moment to remind listeners that Red Barn live streams both tonight's and on any given Wednesday night remain available online for you to view at your convenience, along with our audio stream compliments of WGAD.net in Central New York. Don't miss a single episode of our program, and for heaven's sakes, be sure to tell your friends, share what it is that you like about Red Barn Radio. Hey, we got a couple weeks off. We're going to give the staff a little wellness break, and next week we're going to do a little wellness time for our relationships. Have some sweetie time on February 14th, and then though we are going to be back on the 28th, and I'm very excited to tell you about the program coming up that Wednesday. We will be featuring, and that's February 20th. That's the last day of February, isn't it? The 28th. Just 28 days in February? Yes, this year? Yeah, that's right. This year. We're going to be featuring a group we've been interested in for many moons. The band is known particularly well in Nashville for their special brand of indie rock, their live shows, and the sense of community when you get together a group of their fans. I'm talking about the band called Safari Room. It's an eclectic outfit of players centered around founder, band leader Alec Kokol. Alec is a collaborator. His band practices are a revolving door of players, all of whom will bring a new feel and color to his songs. I talked to Alec yesterday. He's very excited about this. It's going to be a great time. They're going to play their new album from start to finish. So join us for Safari Room, and that's February 28th in studio and on Red Barn Radio's live stream, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. You know. Back to tonight's Red Barn Radio program. We come to you live from our social media platforms, broadcasting in Lexington, Kentucky at the Arts Place Performance Hall here in our great town. Welcome back, Wilhelmina.
Thank you. This next song is one of the few feel-good ones we got. It's a title track on the new upcoming album. It's called Little Bit of Nothing. Got money on my mind, but the bills getting thicker. Done spent my last dime on a pocket full of Swiss. Scratch a pan of six, a shot of brown liquor. A lady at the counter says this one's a winner. Well, it's a damn good day to get my head straight. Knock the weight of the world off my shoulder blade. Spend a little time trying to unwind, get my mind right, letting all the blues fade. Pay no mind to what tomorrow might bring. A little bit of nothing fix everything. About to throw a couple lines on a hand-me-down center. Gonna try to waste the time trying to drown a couple minutes. Soda and some mustard, a half-pound of livers. Winds from the west on the San Francisco River. way to get my head straight. Knock the weight of the world off my shoulder blades. Spend a little time trying to unwind, get my mind right, letting all the blues fade. Paying no mind to what tomorrow might bring. Yeah, I pay no mind to what tomorrow might bring. A little bit of nothing beats everything. A little bit of nothing beats everything. Thank you. This next one, give a little story with it. One of my favorite hobbies to do is to go over to my mom's house and kill a 30 rack with my stepdad and kind of talk about our beliefs. And we may argue, we may bicker, but I've had this song wrote for, and the idea of the song wrote for a long time. And when I get into religious topics, I kind of try to stray away because I don't want to say nothing that I don't necessarily believe in, or that might offend somebody. So got this one wrote. He told me he loved it, so I was like, we rolling with it, boy. It's called Trumpet. I've been waiting for trumpets. The lights coming down, cloth on the ground, waiting for something. And I've been patient as I've been preparing. My skin, the ink in my pen, the river runs bare. Bring on the trumpet. Bring on. I have been praying for comfort, a little less hurt, a feeling of worth that's better than nothing. And I fought with Satan, and I won some battles. Sure, the cost of the war, the price of my travel, and bring on the trumpet, and bring on the trumpet. I have been praying for trumpets, like both on the ground, waiting for something. Thank you. This next song, I was at my favorite gas station, Yorks and Campbell. Shout out. Whoop, whoop. And I seen a kid that I went to school with, and I had not seen him in a long time, and he looks just way different. And I remember judging him. At first, I was judging him really hard, and I was like, man, how did he get like that? And then I got to thinking, I was like, he's probably looking at me going, how in the hell did he get like that? So I wrote this song about him because it's called Way the World Goes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I saw you walking on the dancing concrete. You took a while to recognize the man that I'd seen. Your hair was all shaved off, and your smile missing teeth. But your eyes were my friends. I couldn't believe. Where did the time go? Where has the days went? Why does it move so fast? And what's gonna change it? 'Cause you can't just slow it down. You can't ever know. You do what you have to, the way the world goes. Both got our vices, our highs and our lows. We came from the same place, just took different roads. For better or for the worse, as far as I see. Thank you.
All right. Hey, let's talk some more. I want to get Ryan right back up to the microphone because you know what? We left off with you talking about the barbershop, and we got to go there because I know about this barbershop of yours that it happens to be a place that hosts the practices that you guys do.
Yeah. We practice in the back. I run the business just by myself. I'm the only barber there. But worked in Springfield for a long time, moved back. Then we started the band up and everything. And then I had a big room in the back. And I was like, we might as well have the studio back here to practice.
I love that.
So, yeah.
And so is this in Kennett?
Yes, yeah, it's in Kennett. It's called Black Rock Barbershop in Kennett. My plug, I guess. But,
Yeah, right. That's right. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, that's where we practice. Pretty much we spend, 2, 3, 4 nights a week up there, typically after work, because we all work till 5 just about. So after work, just jam until we get tired enough to go home.
So what are the what are the sort of styling trends in Kennett right now that you're seeing in
a
here?
lot of just short all around haircuts.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah,
Huh?
a lot of farmers, so everybody wears hats, so it's easy. But I tend to not like to do those kind of haircuts. I like to get a little bit more into my craft, do like fades and stuff like that.
Little feathering and little
Which I like to do long hair too.
Yeah.
A lot of scissor work, that kind of thing. But a lot of farmers haircuts and police, military, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. And those are easy.
Yeah, yeah.
They just come in. They just want they want
Exactly.
a good share.
Yes.
A good share. A good shave.
Yes.
That's great. And so tell me, how did you get into that field? I think it's awesome that you do that.
So barbering, really, I didn't have any idea what I wanted to do. So me and our manager Austin worked on the road for a long time, or I'd say a long time, a couple years after high school. It felt like a long time.
On the road doing what?
So we did everything from scaffolding to like he did a little bit of pipe fitting and stuff, fire watching, just all kinds of like just around like oil field, gas field, that type of stuff. And then moved back. I think we got laid off at one point, moved back, and I was going to get my hair cut. I had to drive like an hour to get my hair cut because he was a really good barber, my friend Colton. And he kind of talked to me. He was like, man, what are you going to do? Because I didn't have anything to do. He was like, you're off work and you just don't do anything. I'm like, yeah, no, I got to really figure that out. And he's like, you're good at talking to people. You ever thought about being a barber? And I was like, no, it's a pretty good idea. So shout out to Colton for kind of getting me into that. But he kind of told me where to move to for school and that kind of thing. So I moved up to Springfield, went to school, and got everything taken care of.
Well, all right. And so is that lucrative in Kennett?
It can be, yeah. I had a lot more clientele in Springfield before I moved, so I'm about 2 years in now. So once you're at the 2-year mark, you kind of are pretty steady to where like you're booked out pretty consistently. So now just building on the 2 years that I'm there. But,
yeah, I love that. And so men and women or just men?
Typically just men. Yeah, I can do women's hair too, but a lot of women. There's a lot of salons in town. So
there are, huh?
Yeah, everybody's got like their best friend that does their hair. So a lot of the women just go to their best friend to get their hair done. But,
oh, sure, but strictly hair, no other services, no nails.
I
nothing
do,
like that.
like beards, but yeah, hair, that kind of thing, shaving, just anything to do with hair. Yeah.
You got the what do we call it? The swirly?
I don't have a barber pole actually.
A barber pole?
Yes, yeah, I don't have one. I need to get one pretty bad.
That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, they're kind of expensive. I'm kind of a cheapskate, so.
That's all right. That's the way to be when you're kicking off a business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay cheap so you'll get rich later.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool that you do that. And good. So, well, this then brings us to how did you guys sort of all get together? And was it first you and so you guys, you and Austin were together doing other things unrelated to music.
Yeah. So we worked together. Like me and Derek we grew up together. We played in bands since we were in like middle school, mainly like metal, rock, kind of.
Derek on bass here.
Yeah, Derek on bass. He did vocals and stuff for us too. His older brother used to play with us, and actually Tyler, the redhead guy, was playing with us for a little while too.
Hey Tyler.
But we played together for a long time. Then they ended up getting together and just writing songs and stuff while I was moved away. And then Derek kind of came in and played bass for him. And then when I moved back, we just kind of all got together.
So are you the like founder of this?
I would say Lane and Tyler are definitely the founders.
Okay, you guys sort of made this thing happen.
Unintentionally.
Yeah.
Definitely unintentionally.
Which we've all been friends for.
Yeah.
Way before then.
I've known Tyler since we were in grade school and that kind of thing, and then Derek and Lane have known each other for that same amount of time. So it's just kind of all came together at the right time, I'd say.
So before you were sort of responsible adults? Were you irresponsible as a group, and did you guys cause a lot of trouble, and or any of you get arrested or anything like that?
Only our fair share.
Or, yeah.
So,
I mean, like, do the guys at the police station and can it know all of your names and where you live?
I don't know if it's that far. His stepdad is he works for the sheriff's office, so
All right.
not that we get away with anything, but I think Pat keeps us in line pretty well.
Well, that's
only
great.
went
So,
once.
yeah. So, what's the influence? You know, when you think about the music that you guys put together, you know, what would you say you draw upon most, whether for the songwriting inspiration or maybe just for the general vibe of your music? What are you after?
I'd say most of it is like feel, like it. I'll hear something that any one of them do, or I'll make up something on my own, and lyrically, if it makes me feel a certain way from the music itself, then I'll go with that. Whatever emotion that music is making me feel, I'll write like that. Now, as far as like when we started, I mean, we were
watching this show.
watching this show.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Childers and-
sitting on the couch
yeah,
watching this
Childers
show.
and, Brent Cobbs, Sturgill, all those guys
Yeah.
helped us. Like when we started, just molded us. We would routinely sit on my couch and just watch those guys play.
And so what were you seeing there, and that was exciting for you?
Something different at
Something
that time.
different, yeah.
That time.
It was country music that was cool again. Like it was not radio country that was. It felt like that outlaw feeling that, you know, like I'm sure my parents had when they, like Hank and Waylon and all of them was around. That's what it felt like to me, watching like Tyler and Sturgill and guys like that.
It's like finally somebody's breathing some
cool.
new life
Somebody
into
cool.
this
That's
genre.
what I felt. Yeah. Stapleton, another guy that is just huge and molding what I want to make music like to be. And I think that's what we all try to do, is just try to make stuff that we think is cool. Like if we think it's cool, we're going to play it.
Yeah. What about you, Lane, on your instrument?
I'm pretty hurt about Toby Keith. Got to put that out there.
Oh, yeah?
Rest in peace, Toby
Yeah,
Keith.
Yeah, right. I know. That's a
Yeah.
big deal, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I think of that guy, and I think I can't help but think of him as sort of a guy who kind of became a political
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah.
You know,
When I
almost
think
more
of
than
him,
a
I think of
musician.
Early 2000s, my mom cleaning the house and the CMT top 20 countdowns on.
Yeah.
And I can just picture all his music videos while we're cleaning the house.
Yeah.
Those old songs just make me feel nostalgic and feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But,
But as far as the guitar goes, was who
when
were
I first started
influences for you?
playing, all our favorite bands were punk, pop, metal bands. And so I think for a long time I tried to play that way. And then I got out of playing really for a while. I pick it up once a month and maybe play for 10 minutes and hang it back up. And it really wasn't until he asked me to start showing him stuff that I started playing all the time again. And
Well, that's pretty cool.
we would turn on Red Barn and we were like, oh, okay. We're kind of enjoying country music right now. This is really cool. And the songs we started writing just started sounding country. And then we bring Ryan and Derek on, and some of them get a little not country, so we don't know what to call it half the time, but
Yeah.
we'd say that's the closest thing probably.
Well, you know, back when Red Barn started off, I had to research all the artists myself, of course. But now, since we're such a force in the industry, I have a team of 15, 20 people who do all my research for me. Joking, but we have. But I did. We do have my research team did provide me with a couple of questions. And incidentally, Austin was our most recent addition to the team. So Austin helped us with some of these questions for you. So one question I have is this is for you, Derek, the bassist. Who is Gumbo?
All right. So Pat over there, he's Tyler's stepdad.
Yeah, Pat.
was-
Okay. Yeah, right behind me over here.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
We were playing at his house probably last year. I was playing "My Name Is Mud" by Primus. Big Les Claypool fan.
Oh yeah.
And as I was playing it, Pat started calling me Mud But then he was like, hold on, mud's not sticky enough. You got to be gumbo. And so,
Because mud ain't enough
Yeah.
is the answer.
Because mud ain't enough. All right, there's a song there. I like that. I like that. All right, good. All right, that's good. All right, and so what about this? Your favorite worst live performance for the group. Yeah. Who wants to field that one? I got one. You just tell me to tell me you pass if you want me to go to another question.
Oh.
I know which one.
Yeah, and then I got to ask. Yeah.
Our shows that we didn't like.
Well, I think that's what I don't know.
Is
Austin,
that what you were getting at, Austin? Oh, you're talking about.
the
Yeah, we had a bad one.
tell us about that.
I won't say the venue,
Okay.
I guess, because we still need to play places. But we partied pretty hard the night before. Showed up, was a little not feeling well,
Cranky.
and a little cranky. Hadn't ate. We're on stage. A kid and his grandpa are like sitting right beside us as we're playing. Kid throws up
What?
because he was choking. Like, kid throws up on the table, and then it gets on like one of our guitar cases. The old man goes to like get up, smacks the ground. I mean, he's probably like a 60-year-old man. I don't mean to be, but he hit hard, and it's not funny. Sorry, but the funny part was when he hit. We're like in the middle of a song, so we jump up and we're like, "Hey, sir, are you okay?" And he is like instantly thumbs up, and us freaked us out. And the rest of the night was ruined. We couldn't sing. No, we were done. We couldn't play a single song anymore. We're done.
That's great. How'd you come up with your band name?
Oh,
It's a place.
oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Did we just find out where the venue was?
where we live at, there's a town right down the road from us where we always go kayaking, fishing, and that's where we was writing a bunch of songs. It's Wilhelmina.
Oh, it's your happy place.
Yeah. It's just, and when we started, the name was Wilhelmina Paddles because we were always kayaking, and I was like, man, let's take the paddles off and let's be like Alabama or somebody like that. We'll just be Wilhelmina.
All right.
That's how it stuck like that.
Very nice. All right, my final question for you, so you can get back to some music, is this. Tell me about this. You mentioned I'm trying to think of what would be my favorite gas station. You said that this is your favorite gas station.
Yes.
What makes a gas station your very favorite one? And what's the name of it again?
It is York's.
It's called York's.
York's.
You said York and something.
Oh, York's in Campbell.
York's and Campbell. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I live at.
Oh, York's. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You've got to have, these are essential, good fried chicken. They've got the best fried chicken. Chicken on a stick, everything.
Okay.
They've got to have fishing tackle. They've got those. They've got to have cold beer.
What?
Shots on tap.
What?
Ah.
They're the greatest, and they're sweet people too.
They'll sell our shirts for us.
And they'll buy merch and sell them for us.
Well, very nice. Well, you're going to be hard pressed to find your favorite gas station will not be in this town because we don't have gas stations here with fish and tackle. It's not going to happen. So not here in Lexington. Yeah, we don't have a river to fish in. So yeah, you got to go to Louisville for that.
Gotcha.
Wilhelmina, it's been fun to have you guys here with us, and I'm really glad you could make the journey from the Bootheel of Missouri, and it's really that sort of Lapland. I mean, it really kind of runs right into Kentucky. It's practically Kentucky.
A little bit of everything.
Well, I mean, you're close enough to Paducah that, and you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But we're glad you guys could be with us. Let's get back to some more music with Wilhelmina.
Can't? Oh. This next one is I don't know what I was really thinking when I wrote this one. I'm just going to claim poetic license. Let's go. It's called Friend Like Me. It was boy with the ball, took a dip at my jaw. My lady had a bottle of wine. She said, good God Almighty, good Lord, have mercy, little mama singing muscadine. Took a left on double leg, got stuck between the trees, and we killed out them headlights. She said, my girl knows the spot, she comes here a lot. I told her, honey, you ain't lying. When you got friends like me, babe, you don't need no enemy. When you got friends like me, baby, you don't need no enemy. Well, I ain't worth the damn with a crack in the back, about as ornery as the day is long. And I found humor when I hear the rumors, and they ain't said nothing wrong. They call me sleazy and some call me easy. People like to run their mouth. I ain't a people-pleasing person that talks about people. I'm the person people talk about. When you got friends like me, baby, you don't need no enemy. Oh, when you got friends like me, baby, you don't need no enemy. When you got friends like me, baby, you don't need no enemy. Thank you. This next one is, I guess I was just having a hissy fit, talking bad about where we're from. I don't know. I really don't know. I thought about making another party song, so it's called What I Was Told. Daddy set the bar down low on the ground, and he handed me a shovel when I came round. Gave me my last name and a reputation. He said, boy, put down the wrench and pick up a ball. Get yourself to college and learn law. And I fell short of his expectations. He said, around here it ain't where you've been, it's all about where you go. Around here it ain't what you did, it's all about who you know. That's what I was told. You won't get too far with that old guitar, singing to the stools in a small town bar. If you ask me, we all Thank you. Believe it or not, my wife helped me write this next one. And she is excited about it. This one's called Roadblock. You come across my mind, lady, I pick up the phone. You answer and say you've been waiting, tired being alone. The way we've been doing this lately, it feels so wrong. Whenever I'm with you, lady, it's all that I want. This town's too small to play those kind of games. I'm sitting at a roadblock. Forever is forever, girl, it don't stop. You and me together's looking so hot. I'll take a long way home. You look so good now, lady. Is that a new road? Your man, he must be crazy or doing things wrong. I might be a little rusty, lady, but I ain't old. Whenever I'm with you, lady, it's too late to go slow. This town's too small to play those kind of games. I'm sitting at a roadblock. Forever is forever, girl, it don't stop. You and me together's looking so hot. Take a long way home. I messed things up for us, lady. I did things wrong. Turns out that our biggest problem has been me all along. This town's too small to play those kind of games. I'm sitting at a roadblock. Forever is forever, girl, it don't stop. You and me together looking so hot. Take a long way home. Thank you, thank you.
All right. Well, there are many people to thank for our program this evening. First, Wilhelmina, our guest. We are ever grateful for our volunteers and staff who make our production happen each week. We want to thank all of you for listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those listening to us on the network of Red Barn stations and media worldwide. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall in downtown Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests and our program. We are on the web at redbarnradio.com. Now, before we close out tonight's program, let's bring back Wilhelmina for one more number.
Thank you all again for having us. Last one. It's our first single we ever put out. It's called Deuteronomy. When I was 6 years old, a hard lesson I did learn. Sticks and stones can break your bones, and words can make you burn. Brother Harold couldn't have known what he said was wrong to me. Y'all turn your books to 23:2 and Deuteronomy. I was born running from the storm coming. If the Lord's one, then I'm found. And if the word is true, like the sky is blue, well then me and mines are going down. Well, my mama told me, son, don't you worry about them lies. And I wondered why she loved that book that always made her cry. And I wish that I could blame her and my daddy for back then. But how can I just blame some kids cursing theirs with sin? I was born running from the storm coming. If the Lord's one, then I'm found. And if the word is true, like the sky is blue, well then me and mines are going down. Well, I hope that I am wrong, and I pray that mama's right. So if I die before I wake, my soul will see the light. And if it is this song that takes me to the fire, well then soak my drawers in gasoline. You can't say I was a liar. I was born running from the storm coming. If the Lord's on, then I'm found. And if the word is true, like the sky is blue, well then me and mine are going down. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Red Barn. Y'all been awesome.
All right. Well, that's all for our show for this week, folks. You can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on the web on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. And you can also listen to archive performances on all of your favorite streaming platforms. Hey, remember, every like, comment, share, and subscribe helps bring roots music, Southern style, to your neck of the woods. And now from all of us here at Red Barn Radio to all of our friends worldwide, let's keep working together to be safe and healthy. And until next time, good night from Red Barn Radio.